What's up, Charles Townshend?
Why, hello there, Paul Revere.
Do you feel the ending of the war was just?
I feel as if the war didn't have to come about.
I believe there was definite reasons for the war to take place. The Stamp Act of 1765 outraged the colonists. The act was in effect to raise revenue for the military, and the stamp itself was there to certify the payment. It was required to have the stamp on trade items and legal documents.
The tax was simply asking the colonists to pay their share. George Grenville, who wanted to bring an end to salutary neglect, became the prime minister. He thought it wasn't asking for much, considering England had previously paid the tax, which was more than the tax the colonists had to pay.
Yet, in places like New York, that isn't really fair, considering the Quartering Act of 1765 required the colonists to provide shelter, food and alcohol for troops passing through, which is asking for more money from them. New York rebelled against the act because the colony of New York is a gateway to Ohio River Valley, which was where the soldiers needed to go. Let's not forget the fact that the Sugar Act and Stamp Act created admiralty courts in which juries aren't allowed and the so-called offender is guilty until proven innocent.
Well, between the smugglers such as John Hancock and the terrorists such as Samuel Adams, what choice did we have?
Sons and Daughters of Liberty weren't terrorists. They were led by Samuel Adams, who in 1768 wrote a circular letter in which he said, "Taxation without representation is tyranny." The Sons and Daughters of Liberty obviously didn't agree with the control that Britain had over in the colonies. They liked the salutary neglect where as long as they traded with Britain and stayed politically loyal, the British would slack on the enforcement of laws.
Because of the rebellious colonists, Britain created the Declaratory Act, which said that Parliament had the right to tax and pass laws that involved the colonies.
The colonists just wanted to have a say in what happened in the Parliament.
According to George Grenville, the colonies are represented in Parliament. Virtual representation confirms this. Everyone in Parliament represents all British people.
I hear what you are saying loud and clear, but my opinion will not be persuaded. The stupid king and Tories and all the rest of the loyalists started the war, and we the patriots had to fight for liberty. I believe this war had to happen for the colonies to gain independence.